Good morning, good morning. I wasn't going to talk through this one. I was going to do a voiceover. So but I decided to talk. The wash machine is going again. Yep, I know. I have been productive for a change. Let's see, here they are. Yesterday, I took a ton of scraps and transferred it into this little pile. Well, actually, there is a little bit more because I cut up a book. And it was an old craft book that I got at a thrift store for pennies. And now I don't see it. Oh, here it is. I'm not finished with it. The Book of Arts and Crafts. When was this done? 1965. Nope, 1954. Or one of those. It's old. But it's got some great illustrations. Primitive utensils, how you can make these things. Indian charm string, that would be good on a Hobonichi or a traveler's notebook. I mean all kinds of crafts, way obviously a long time ago. Indian games, fish scale flowers. Oh my goodness, we sat down at the kids next door. They had a big fire going in their fire pit, and we sat down there last night. Lightning bugs and fish, but one of the kids was catching fish like crazy, the little twins. Anyhow, I use this as my gauge, kind of in a junk journal, will also fit in traveler's notebook scale, but I cut all these pages that I have been painting in magazines, and I love the crinkly effect, or there's collage, all kinds of just collage stuff. This is the envelope I got from Patty's Journals the other day. And I was using that for a model. I rounded the edges on a lot of it. I mean, just having the time of my life. I took this gigantic box that I could not bear to get into. And now I have it in usable sizes. You know, this is something that quilters do. They turn a large piece of fabric into what they call a fat quarter, which is a quarter of a yard. And then you can turn it into a 10-inch square. Well, let's see if I can get this strap out of here. 10-inch square. You can turn it into, then you can go into a 5-inch square and 2.5-inch squares. And so many patterns are written for those kind of shapes, any sizes anymore, because there's what they call pre-cuts, bundled fabric already in collections. And I'm just paring down my paper into usable sizes, and I'm like, oh, this color makes me so happy. I don't need an SOS. And welcome. I need to say that I think there might be one other person watching my videos, Kurtie. There might be a large crowd of 3. So welcome. I'm crazy. I live in South Carolina. I'm from California. I love to travel. Kurtie, you've heard this 100 times. I love to quilt and I love paper. And I talk about it every day. Some people say that's way too much content. I'm going to do it. So I enjoy making the videos and I enjoy meeting people from other places. So if you are there, you can leave me a comment. I do not have an overwhelming comment list, so I can hopefully answer you back. I am getting ready to go on vacation and I haven't decided if I'm going to take my camera with me or not. I might just Instagram. I don't know. But anyhow, so I've been making paper like crazy out of boxes of paper that I have, as one does. And I made some purple paper the other day. Did I already cut that apart? No. But I don't know where it went. I collaged a whole sheet of purple stuff. And here's some more purple stuff. Oh, and I made Zen circles. I just punch out these circles and they make me so happy. They're actually scraps, but somehow I have it on the opposite sides almost every time. But I put some in my Hobonichi. I put some in my current junk journal for the summer. Having the time of my life. So, today is chandelier. And I did not pre-punch, but I pre-prepped a couple backgrounds. Ooh. Let's use this. This is a map of Greece, India. No? I don't know where this is. Thinking it's Greek. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's just Europe in Greek. Okay. A weather report from 2009. as one does. But I think I'm going to use that because I love maps. I love traveling. I love documenting traveling. I always have of some sort or another. I'm using my made by Lovely Lynn's Life in Amsterdam. I'm pre-prepping a summer thing to take to the beach when we go next week. And it'll just be for me to jot down notes, but of course it needs to be pretty. And then I will transfer that to a traveler's notebook and my Hobonichi, and I don't have to have a lot of stuff with me, although I can't decide. There is a great quilt store down there, so I'm going to that. And I have pre-prepped, as Lovely Lynn does, not as good as hers, but some of them are pretty. I pre-prepped my days, and I'm just going to add the day and then have a running narrative. And then I can transfer. This is my trial test run. And then I'll have it pretty in my Hobonichi, which does not have to be pretty all the time. Found some more paint chips that are beach colors. So anyhow, that's sitting here, and I'm prepping that. I made a pocket out of a paper towel that we painted. I added a lot of washi tape to kind of stabilize it, and then I taped it in and added a heart. Just made a little pocket that I can't get this back into now. It won't last very long. Anyhow. Okay, so chandelier. I had this green piece of paper that I was working on yesterday. I think I'm going to do some more of those inks because that was fun. But I have a phrase that I got out of a heading off a magazine article from a design magazine from 10 years ago that it was purple, so I saved it for this long. And I don't want to lose the effect of the Greek and the map, but I need to add my chandelier. Maybe I'll make I'll make a little house. Okie dokie. Because the phrase that it was a title of an article in a design magazine, and it was something about somebody's villa. So I changed a couple of the words and then used the rest of it. So, up at the villa, Alexa and Gregory turned a woebegone Venetian villa into a destination of grand tours past. And this is the chandelier from their house. So, let's make us a house out of an old dictionary page, which I love. And they happen to be pieces that fell on the floor yesterday. And let's use these inks. See, I go by the seat of my pants. I want the paper to do the talking. I don't have a plan. I don't rehearse. It's very obvious I don't rehearse. I have a lot of problems with camera angles, but I seem to be accomplishing that feat finally after several years. I have been doing, what is this called again? YouTube? For many years. I used to do a quilting one, and it got, for lack of a better term, sabotaged by somebody, and so I got rid of it. And Kurtie, who is my friend in the box, my fib, convinced me to get back on. And I started back. I had just discovered Traveler's Notebook at the same time. And I had been a scrapbooker for years and years and years, and big 12 by 12 things. But I was running out of room. Those things take up a lot of space. And I have about 25 of them from other trips. I don't know what color we're going to make our house. It needs to be in Italy, since it says Venetian. So, anyhow, I got back in the groove. And I really love making the videos, so I still make the videos. What else do? I live in South Carolina. I am fortunate to be able to travel, although I was a caregiver until very recently of parents. That duty has been taken over by heaven, and very recently. So I'm getting back in the groove of having my own schedule again. Oh, these inks. These inks were purchased for fabric, but I never use them. You know how you have all the supplies and you never use it? You hoard them. And I just discovered them again. All right, so I'm going to cut out a house. I need to dry these. Oh dear, my dryer's unplugged. Where is my plug? Can I do it by air? Yes, for those of you that have just now joined, welcome. I don't say thank you a lot. I don't sell anything. I recommend stuff if I like it. I just discovered a lady in Washington State on Etsy that made that I purchased some ephemera from, and I thoroughly, this has to be dried, enjoyed her package, and if I like them, if I like stuff, I purchase it some more. Although with saying that, I have a moratorium on no purchasing, which probably won't last. All right, where is my Stabilo? I just moved my room and I can't find anything. So yes, I have one of those. I'm one of those people. I have all the supplies, but I never can find them. Yes, we are going to Ireland at the beginning of July for almost 2 weeks. I have retired, but my husband still works, so, and he's self-employed. And if he's not working, I don't get to buy art supplies. So we got to keep him working. What else, Carty, is there about me? I'm a little bit crazy. I do long videos and short videos. There's no rhyme, no reason to how I work. It's just whatever my schedule and or mood strikes. And I'm not out to be a YouTube millionaire. Although I just heard a great story my husband told me this morning while we were drinking coffee down by the water. We live on a lake in South Carolina, and I love the lake life a lot. So we were having coffee. It was cool this morning, which doesn't happen a lot in South Carolina in the summer. And he was telling me about this lady who got pregnant in high school and was shunned in Southern California, and this was earlier times, probably my age, in the 60s and 70s, and she got in trouble and at school, and she was allowed to graduate, but she was allowed to go to school, which they wouldn't even let them graduate with me. I think I had 2 girls. But like I said, that was a lot different times, and they graduated, but they couldn't do the ceremony with us, which is kind of sad. And actually, one of those girls is way better person than a lot of the people that graduated now. Anyhow, this lady made her way with a living and made a life for this little boy, and her family accepted him, and he worked on his grandpa's ranch for a while in California, and and she met a man from Cuba who had relocated here, and she married him, and that didn't last very long. But that man's last name happened to be Bezos, And that is that little boy that she had was Jeff Bezos. So, just goes to show you, if you have a dream, whatever. I don't even know where I was going. That happens a lot. I never finish sentences. All right, let's get this in order. I just thought that was a cool story. Don't let your limitations guide you. So even though nobody watches my videos, and I'm not in it for the money, I'm just in it for the fun. I am here just about every day, unless something's going on. I don't film ahead because I'm not techie. That's another huge statement. Up at the villa, Alexa and Gregory turn a woebegone, okay, Venetian villa. I'm not very techie. I know enough to make it dangerous and get what I want done. Of grand tours, I love this. This is a little different for me. Okay, now let's get our chandelier in. So yeah, I play with paper, I quilt, I play with the osprey in our cove. I check on their babies. The turtles that were born, the eggs were laid like 2 weeks ago now, are very well protected, and they have not hatched yet. They probably have about 2 weeks to go, which I didn't realize it would be that long. Watch an old video from about 2 weeks ago. We had turtles laying eggs. I try to capture the wildlife, since I'm not very wild. Right, Curtie? I talk to Curtie a lot because she leaves me messages, and we have been friends in the box for years and years and years. And if we're ever on the same hemisphere, we're going to have a grand time together. All right, let's see. So this is my villa somewhere in Europe, and that's the chandelier, and that's what I wanted to say about it. And I love doing challenges because I get floundering and don't complete anything if I don't have a goal. Up at the villa, Alexa and Gregory turn a woebegone Venetian villa into a destination of grand tours past. Love it. Love it. Oh, and that's the band. Goodbye.
Oh. What?
He was working for me, so I had to be nice to him. Right? That's my financial backer, aka my husband. So yeah, I'm gonna get this black and we leave for Ireland. Did I say that? We leave for Ireland like in 2 weeks. No, almost. We go to the beach with our granddaughter, and then we get back, and we're back for like 3 days. Laundry and repacking, because that's a whole different wardrobe than what we're taking to the beach. And head out for just about 2 weeks. And one of my favorite tools is a Stabilo. These are the Stabilo Alls, but I have Stabilo I have a lot of favorite ones, actually. Okay. Very cool. Love it. You want to see my junk journal that I'm putting him into? This is the one I'm using this summer because of Ireland, and it's a gorgeous plaid. And I got it from Echo Park, which I had never heard of, and it's very nice. It has neat pockets that I have started collecting a few Irish things in. This was something I think I got at Michael's, and I turned it into a junk journal. Just really junky. And I'm using this all summer. This is my wonderful dog that I talk about. We took him to the beach for the first time. He's 15. My Nat Geo art prompts from videos last time, that's what we did. The time we went to the beach over Memorial Day, more of the beach. But then I have started a couple things. I want to learn how to draw a castle or practice drawing castles for Ireland. That was one of the prompts, goggles. And I put a few in here to try to practice with, like that. Can you see that? Yeah. Just prompt, just fun. There's no reason for it. Reflection, just fun. Maps, petal/leaf, More fun paper. Stencil. That was a stencil. Those are just paint spots when I cleaned off my desk the other day. A tourist map. Palm. Sapphire. There's a town in North Carolina called Sapphire, so I just did the map. I didn't have time that day. Here's macaroons, tapestry. I wove a story, and there's thread in the tapestry definition or pronunciation. Weird things that I was making the other day just because I was bored. SOS, that's my favorite one. And I've got a couple other ones, but I stuck them someplace to put them in here, and now I can't find them. You know how that goes. It happens. Did you even get to see any of that? Oh, yoy. Told you I was challenged. Macaroons, sapphire, palm, tourist map, stencil, leaf petal, reflection, goggles, the beach, the dog. That might be it so far. I lost a couple. They're in here somewhere. Around on my desk somewhere. Yep, this is just a junk journal that I put in. And here is an insert that was all grid paper. This is from, oh, what is her name? Odd Girl Journals on Etsy. I like her things. She makes a lot of things out of Trader Joe bags. So yeah. That's where I'm putting them. And prep for Ireland and the beach for a week. Bye. See y'all tomorrow. What is tomorrow? I had a stack of... I don't know. I ramble a lot too. Bye. What a glorious day. This is my backyard. You think so? It's an osprey.